All right, guys, welcome back to the show. This is UTMX. My name's Cody. I'm out of breath because I have literally been ripping this 2023 YZ250X down the trail. It is also winter, so I'm in snowboarding shape, not dirt bike shape. But I've got a bunch of awesome videos on this bike that I'm filming today, as well as Kyle's brand new 2024 350 or FX 350 Husky. So make sure you subscribe. But let's get into it. This is going to be a single track video on the 2023 YZ250X. I apologize for my breathing. So let's get it. Woo! Okay, so neutral, idiot. Okay, so it's still a little wide open over here. Also, this is desert single track. Hopefully in a few months we can get up to the high mountain alpine style single track, tight, high altitude, forest, root, rock, all the above. Woo! I know this isn't single track yet, but we're coming up on it here in a sec. This used to be single track, and then people brought their four-wheelers and side-by-sides out, and a lot of the single track out here has been turned into double and quad track. But, okay, let's get into it. How does this bike perform on desert single track specifically? Oh, I love it. So this is my third or fourth time out a desert single track on this bike. Woo! Alright, here we go. Now we get into the fun stuff. But this bike is amazing in so many ways. I'm going to go through my favorite things and my least favorite things. I'm going to start with least favorite. Woohoo! Alright, I don't care what you say about electric starts. They are better. They are so much better than a kickstart. So that is my number one dislike about this bike. No e-start. I honestly, oh my gosh, these whoops. I honestly think if Yamaha put an e-start on this bike, it would be the best selling freaking bike ever. I know so many people have KTMs, but they want Yamaha. They want a YZ250X, but they like the e-start. It's that big of a deal for them that they don't buy it. Woo! I'm not going very fast today. I got arm pump already. Haven't been riding in a little. Oh, okay, big whoops. So yeah, if you tip over on a hill and you have a kickstart, it sucks. If you have an e-start, not that big a deal. Is it a deal breaker? Obviously not, because I bought the bike. I just wish I had one. That's my least favorite thing. Honestly, there's not a lot to gripe about this bike. My only other thing I don't like so far, those two things, the pegs. The stock pegs are too small, which I said in my last video. And then the clutch isn't bad, but it is a harder pull than the hydraulic clutches, except I used to, I had a YZ250FX, and it had a cable clutch, just like this, but it was so much easier to pull. So I don't know what's going on, why the 250X is harder than the 250FX. But it's not that bad. Honestly, don't think about it that much. Woohoo!
I'm not riding, kid.
No, dude, my arms. How's the 350?
Huh?
How's the 350? I'm gonna ride that in a minute. We're gonna swap. So, if you want to know about the FX 350, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, clutch, a little harder to pull than the FX and my YZ250FX and the KTM. brand bikes. So we've got the things I don't like out of the way. It was literally 2 things. Oh, is it still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. I got some arm pump, but I'm gonna push through. I always get a second wind after about 20 minutes of riding that feels a lot better than my first wind. My forearms are wrecked. Okay, get into what I like. After spending a little more time on it than my last video, I love what you instantly feel when you get on it. It's how light and nimble it is. I have never felt a full-size bike as light and nimble as this. That's including the Beta 200 RR, which, yeah, I still count as a full-size bike. They're built a little smaller, but yeah, this bike is the lightest, most nimble of any bike I've ever ridden, full-sized. It literally feels like a 125. You can throw it wherever you want on the trail with ease. This can be a negative for some people that like the kind of the 4-stroke planted feel. This does not feel very planted. You're bouncing all over the place because it's so light and nimble. I love it in the rough stuff. When it's smooth, fast, and flowy, I would honestly rather ride a 4-stroke. But as soon as, even like this stuff, the rocks and bumps, I'm choosing this all day long. All day. Uh-oh. What happened to Kyle?
Just making like a weird noise.
You're fine.
It's like a squeaky cookie noise.
Huh. I'll trade you at the top and I'll see if I hear it. Light and nimble. I went over this in the last video, but I know I have a little more time on it. So that's one of my favorite things, depending on the trail. Then it can be kind of a nuisance, but majority, and if you ride enduro or hard trails, you will love it. Next is the power delivery. This compared to my K10-300XC, power delivery is so much more fun on this. It is more violent than the 300. Not as smooth. It's smooth enough that you're fine. No problems. Woo, big rock. But it's got enough of that pull and hit that you have fun. I kept getting bored on my K10-300. Alright, hope Kyle doesn't get stuck. It's really good at hill climbs. I'm going to do a hill climb video next, so make sure you subscribe to see that. We're going to go find a really big hill. But, woohoo! Guys, this is a great bike for desert, single track, hair scramble type stuff. I know a lot of people choose 4-strokes over this bike for hair scrambles because they don't get as tired, they say. I just love how light it is, how nimble. So next up, I'll go over a couple more things real quick before I trade Kyle bikes, but the suspension is to die for. This one has a good one. I'm gonna see good suspension. I'm gonna kind of compare that soon, but out of the box so far, best suspension I've ever ridden. Super light, super cheap. It is a single track Slayer killer. Eats it for breakfast. I can't wait to cross the lake and get at top of that mountain here in June, July. But yeah, desert single track. If you're thinking about getting one for that, definitely do it. It's cheap, brand new. It's awesome. You got to kickstart it, get over it, I guess. That's the only downfall of the bike, like the only real downfall. And a lot of people online, they like kickstarts better. I think they've never owned an electric start, wouldn't you say? We've had so many e-start bikes and none of them have ever failed. And all my friends have e-starts. None of them have ever failed. So don't be afraid of that. Take care of your bike, it'll take care of you. But yeah, that's this video, guys. Subscribe. I'm almost, I passed 1,000 subscribers, 94,000 watch hours. Help a guy out. All right, me and Kyle are going to switch, so thanks for watching. Come along for the ride. Hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.